Hey, it's Thursday evening. Hope you've had a great day. I think I've mentioned this before. Facebook has changed their video studio. It kind of drives me nuts because it takes forever to kick in. And so you're not sure if it's live just yet. And so you wait for it to really make sure you're live. And so, like my video this morning, there's about 10 seconds of me just kind of staring at the camera, not saying anything. But then I've made the opposite decision and started prematurely, only to have the intro to the video cut off, and so then the video doesn't make a lot of sense. So anyway, this morning I said I was going to get into a little deeper topic. I'm going to actually save that one for in the morning, mainly because I want to be fresh when I get that. I spent most of the day on Zoom calls and phone calls, and so mentally, I'm just kind of mushy right now. So anyway, but tonight's video is one of the favorite things right now. I always look for what's positive, what's good, what's an amazing thing in this time. And for me, it's hearing other people's stories and getting to live life with other people. A lot of you, I've known you for years here on Facebook. I've met you at a conference or met you through the ministry, or even some of you are old friends from elementary school, junior high, high school. So a lot of relationships here. And one of the fun things for me is to watch your journey, to see what you're doing. And obviously, I know on social media sometimes, quite honestly, we blow smoke and mirrors. Because we're trying to impress people. But that's kind of gone by the wayside here during the quarantine, which is, kind of good to see. People are just being authentic and really allowing their lives to, be open for other people to share the journey with them. But first thing I want to hit, last Saturday evening, my wife and I were on a rooftop date at the parking garage overlooking Wichita, and I told you about a conversation I'd had with my friend Diane. I met Diane in 2011 or 12 online. Diane owns a business called the Sipping Cottage, and when I talked to her last Saturday, she just was really discouraged. She had to, close down with quarantine. Had only sold one thing on the website. So I got on, I talked about her business on the live stream, and many of you responded. But today I got my goodie bag from Diane. So thanks, Diane. Dark chocolate coffee that she sent, specially blended. A flowering green tea ball. So that's cool. This one I'm really excited to try. Decadent chocolate chai. Sounds great. Can't wait to brew that one up. And then Lord Earl Grey cream tea. So just some cool stuff I got from her, able to support her business. She's not local to me, but I've known her online for a number of years, and it was great to be able to just encourage her, put some wind in her sails, and just be a part of what she's doing. And thank you to those of you who went out to her page, liked it. Those of you that ordered from her, thank you for doing that as well. Talked to another friend this evening from South Texas, and he was telling me about a couple of real estate deals that he's done here, and got some amazing deals, put in those offers that where you're almost telling the seller, I don't really want to buy it, and they take the offer. And so really excited to hear what's happening with him, and gotten to watch pastor friends of mine that I haven't gotten to talk to for a number of years, sat in on some of their sermons and services, and that's been fun. So that's the thing I want to just encourage you in. Whatever it is you're doing, you may think, yeah, it's not that exciting, but share the journey. Let people know what you're doing these days. I posted a question earlier. What are people reading? What are they listening to? I'm always looking for good books that other people are as well, and I would hope some of us are doing more than watching Tiger King. So that's some thoughts for you. Anyway, a couple of more serious things, though, I do want to discuss. I posted earlier today the unemployment numbers, and this is a real concern because if you look at the number of jobs that were lost in 2008, 2009, and you compare it to what's been lost to date in this pandemic, you're going to find that it's way higher. And the concern is we haven't seen the ripples yet. I keep saying that we think this is the worst, but the ripples to come, I think, are going to be extremely devastating to a lot of people. And so one of the things we need to be doing is thinking about how do we position ourselves, and how it's just part of living life with other people. How can we support people as they walk through some really difficult times? The thing I'm most thankful for in our darkest days 10 years ago when we lost everything, we had friends who walked alongside of us, took us in, helped care for our needs, really went above and beyond what anybody should have ever done because they loved us, they cared about us. And, even in our household, we're talking about what are some adjustments we need to make in case we need to be a lifeboat for somebody. And so I want you to just be, giving some thought to that. How can you help other people? How can you serve other people? How can you support their businesses? How can you support their causes? How can you just support them? And that's, really the biggest thing. When people know that someone cares, that somebody is thinking about them, even in the smallest things, it makes such a world of difference. And so I want to encourage you, be a difference maker. So anyway, if you haven't bought coffee from the Sipping Cottage or some tea, go out and check out Diane's page. I'm going to put a link to it in the comments. Tomorrow morning, I'm going to get into a little deeper topic. So I had a friend of mine, fellow believer in Christ, follower of Christ, and he just asked me, what do you think post-COVID looks like for people, for businesses, for the church? And so I gave him a pretty detailed answer of what I really feel like is down the road here. And so those are things that I'm going to share tomorrow. They are my opinion. I know there are others who share it. Some of you are going to think I'm off my rocker, and that's okay. That's why it's my opinion. You don't have to agree with it. So anyway, have a great night, and I will talk to you later.